All right, so this is how you become the name your whole market already knows. I'm going to be teaching you how established local businesses build a reputation that reaches people before they ever need to search for anyone online. So, this is a presentation that I'm going to be doing live, and I have this recorded version as well for anyone that cannot make it to my live call that will be happening tomorrow. Or follow me on Instagram, and you'll see when I have my next live one so you can ask me real questions in real time based off of everything we go over here today. So before we start, let's make sure that you are in the right room. If you run a local service business with a team, not a solo operation, meaning you are wearing every single hat in your business, this will probably be way too much to add onto your plate unless you're already ready to scale. Second, you're genuinely good at what you do. You are an expert, but your marketing feels like you guess more than a plan. And third, you're tired of watching businesses that aren't as good as you get more attention and get those clients that you know you could help more. All right, so if that sounds like you, keep watching, keep listening, and I look forward to presenting the rest of this to you. All right, let's start with the big picture. Imagine your phone rings and the person on the other end already decided that you're the expert and they want to work with you. We're not talking about an audition and where you pick up the phone and someone's like, wait, who are you again and how can you help me best? No, you want people that don't ask what you charge before. They ask when you're available. They mention that they've seen you everywhere before they ever meet you, and they're not comparing you to anyone else. They just want you. That's the difference between most traditional marketing and what I'm going to be teaching you here today. Cool. So that's not a lucky month. That's what it feels like when your entire local market already knows your name, when new families moving into town hear about you before they hear about anyone else, and when your team is busy enough that you get to choose which jobs to take, not just the ones that call first. And when slow season stops feeling slow, that's not just a lucky month. That means your marketing is doing the right thing and you are getting in front of the right people, the ones that actually want to pay you what you're worth. And here's the honest part. Most businesses like yours are the best kept secret in their market. You've built something real, good work, loyal customers, and a team you're proud of. But outside of the people who already know you, you're invisible. And every day that stays true, someone else in your market is becoming the name your future customers already trust, meaning it'll be way harder for you to build that trust back with you, even if that person doesn't provide a good service because they're going to think everyone's the same. So stop being the best kept secret in your town, in your city, in your market, and keep watching. So, why does this keep happening? You pay for a lead, and so do four other companies in town. Or maybe if we're talking about the Google game, they are searching for your service and they're just comparing everyone that does the same services as you. But let's get back to the lead sites. The lead sites, you know the ones like Angie's List, Thumbtack, Google, Yelp, all of them. They sell that same homeowner or local person to everyone bidding against you. So instead of being chosen, you are racing to call back first, racing on price, and racing against strangers who are just as desperate for the job as you are. That's not marketing. That's paying for the privilege of fighting over scraps at the end of the day. And we don't want to do that anymore. A beautiful website also doesn't generate a single lead by itself. So why would you spend money making it look sharp? It doesn't make much sense. And it does look good. A lot of your guys' websites look awesome, but at the end of the day, you still have to bring people to that website. And from what I know about websites, people don't look at websites for as long as they used to. They are looking for that contact button, they are looking for that address, they're looking for that thing to get to the next step. They're not looking to ingest more info. But again, nobody sees it unless you drive them there. A website without traffic is a billboard sitting in a basement, beautifully lit and completely alone, and you're still paying for it every single month, even though it's not bringing anything back in. And let's be honest about this one too. You've probably been burned before. An agency took your money, they posted some graphics, probably from Canva, and they called it a strategy. Or they spent your ad budget, blamed the algorithm, and never showed you where the money actually went. So here's the deal I want to make with you. I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to trust what you can see with your own eyes. The results, the data, the actual people saying it worked. And here's what actually changes things. People don't hire a business anymore. They hire the person they already feel like they know, not the cheapest, not even always the best reviewed, the most familiar. And familiarity gets built one way by consistently showing up in front of the right people on the screen they already check every single day, probably way too much every single day before they need you, before they compare anyone, before they even thought about the project. Another thing I always like to tell people is that statistics tell us that only 3 to 10% of the population is actively searching for an individual product or service at any given time. So if you are only targeting those people that already know about your services and why they need them, you are disregarding 90 to 97% of the population that probably needs your service and they just don't know it yet because you don't show up. And here's what happens to everything else you're already doing. If you start showing up consistently, guess what? Your mailers are going to start getting open because they recognize your business, they recognize your face, and they've seen you before. A mailer from someone you've never seen before just gets thrown in the trash. And guess what also happens once you start showing up consistently in front of your right audience? Those same calls from Google, they come in way warmer. And people say, I feel like I already knew you. Not them calling every single person down the list and telling the next person that the guy on top of them charged X price. Can you do it for less? 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 Your referrals arrive already decided, and you don't even have to pitch them. Let's be honest, referrals are usually way easier. But when you're going in front of the right people, you get the right referrals as well. So those are the people you want to work with. We're not replacing what you're already doing. We're making it all of it finally work together the way it was supposed to. And here's a couple case studies so you guys can see some of the results we've gotten with this same exact system that I'm talking about here today. Here's a local contractor who does whole home renovations and remodeling, and they've grown from steady to completely unstoppable. We've added over $2 million of added revenue from this system on Instagram alone. Big renovation jobs, bids accepted, at $16,000 plus for a single project, kitchen cabinet jobs closing back to back, two in 1 month, then more. He didn't change his crew, he didn't change his prices. His market just started knowing his name before they needed him. And here's a couple results on the side. These are text messages from these clients so that you can see it yourself. This is real revenue being generated from social media, where most people think they are just checking a box saying that they are posting on social media. And here's also that same contractor. The pace kept climbing. This is what consistently compounding looks like in real time. Kitchen jobs stop being occasional wins, and he gets them all the time. They become a pattern, then a rhythm, then a business that could plan its months instead of hoping for them, because most people come to me and they are selling all sorts of services. And what they need is to sell more of the services that they really want to start pushing, not just any service people come to them and ask them if they can do. Here's another contractor who lands six-figure jobs directly from Instagram on a monthly basis now. We're talking about 100 to 500K plus projects per job sourced directly from Instagram. Once again, not lead sites, not cold calling, homeowners who had been watching him consistently and reaching out already sold. He told us himself He didn't get into business to slow down on leads, so we made sure he never had to. Here's some more proof on the side here. Well, I'll give you guys a second to check it out. And here is another business that tripled in just 2 months. We're talking about 3x business growth in 60 days. Now, one of the fastest growing painting companies in town. One testimonial turned into an ad, turned into 10 new leads in one day that trusted him, liked him, and wanted to work with his company. And one of those conversations became a full exterior repaint quote before 24 hours had even passed. This is what real marketing does when it gets in front of the right people. And no, we don't start with testimonial ads. We layer those in once more people in your area start knowing about you. The testimonials just build trust like no other. And here's another contractor who started winning jobs even with higher bids than his competitors. This is the part most business owners don't expect. Once real client testimonials become ads, actual homeowners, in their own words, price stops being the deciding factor. Jobs start getting won against lower bids, not because of being cheaper, but because more trust was already built, and they care about that trust more than that number being the price. And here's another one. Those last couple ones were all home service businesses, so switch it up a little bit. And here's a private medical practice to show you that this system works for any service business. If you're trying to reach more local people and tell them about your expertise so they know who the real expert is, then this will work for you. So here's my private medical practice who doubled revenue in a single month of using this system. 2x revenue, and even 300% up in his search traffic to his website and on Google just by using this system alone. So, yes, if you use social media correctly, you can also increase your SEO, Google, and website traffic. Now he's growing his team, buying new equipment to keep up with demand, a problem he didn't have a year ago. In his own words, it's so difficult to educate one person at a time. It's been great being able to educate thousands of people at once with high quality videos. That's what I help you do with your business. Your expertise is desperate to be seen by more people, and that's what we put in front of people so more people know who the real experts are. There's some more proof on the side. So here's another quote from him. Overall, very happy with results. It's been great to be able to educate thousands of people with high quality videos. Had to repeat that one because it's so big. This is what all businesses need to do. Every person I talk to says that once they come face to face with their clients, whether that's in person or on Zoom or whatever, they're able to build trust like no other. So why would you keep doing it to one person at a time? You might as well be building trust to multiple people at once, which is why I'm doing a webinar like this, anyways, because this is all things I talk about when I meet with business owners. And now I can just present this to multiple at once and get feedback in real time. And here's one more. Even in a highly competitive industry, this works. This is a local auto dealership, a category everyone assumes is oversaturated. And here are some quotes right from him. This marketing has really brought us into a different level of market share, much quicker than he ever anticipated. And his job now is to scale the business and have enough help to get to all these customers that we brought in with this same exact system. So you've seen it here. Like we have so much more proof. Well, I mean, we'll see what else comes next. So this isn't one lucky client. This is what the messages look like every single week. Two numbers in one day and a possible third. Let's go. And we're talking about not just a lead format where someone's clicking autofill. These are people that typed out their phone number. You know how much more intent there is when someone types out their phone number compared to clicking autofill? Well, they answer. That's the difference. So there we go. Four numbers in one day. And just another compliment to me, all thanks to me. And I do this. I love seeing results like this because at the end of the day, it's changing their lives. It's not just growing revenue because money is just such a great tool for growing your business, for getting freedom back, for hiring more A players, and all of that. Cool. So here's where you are right now. There are really only two paths from here. You can stay secret, stay that best kept secret, keep renting attention from lead sites and trying to fight to be on top of Google, keep hoping the referrals stay steady, keep watching less qualified competitors get the attention you earned, or you can become the name they already know. Own your audience instead of renting it. Build a reputation that travels further than word of mouth ever could, and let your market choose you before they ever compare anyone else. So let's keep going. And here's what it would look like if we decided to work together. Here's simply what it looks like. We get to know your business first, because that's what decides how the rest of all our messaging and positioning goes. If no one asks you about your business and asks you the right questions, then the marketing isn't going to work. So we get to know your business, your team, and what actually makes you different, because that's how we're going to make you not look like everyone else. Second, we build a consistent presence in front of the right people in your local market every single week, every single day, every single. Next, we show you exactly how to track and follow up the right way so every conversation turns into a real opportunity and we don't leave any money on the table. And fourth, we watch your market start to recognize you and everything else you're already doing starts working better. One more honest thing, this isn't for everyone in this room, and that's okay. This is for you if you already have a team and real operations behind you. You're proud of your work and ready for your market to know it, and you're ready to invest in something that compounds, not a quick fix. This isn't for you if you're just starting out and still figuring out your service and delivery. I can't help you with that part. There's no point of me bringing you all these people to learn about your service if you don't even know how to deliver it yet. And if you need leads tomorrow to keep the lights on, then you probably shouldn't be investing into your brand. If that's you, you should probably just be going directly to those lead sites and start paying for some leads and getting your reps in. And this isn't for you if you're looking for the cheapest option available. If that's what you want, I guarantee you, you're going to find someone cheaper than me, and they might be a good place to start if you're not trying to invest any money into your business to really grow this thing with someone who understands how to do it. So, I'm ready if you are. If you're ready to stop being the best kept secret in your market, go ahead and text that number right on the screen here today and just text the word go, and we'll get the conversation started tonight so we can get you right into my program so we can have you consistently being seen in front of your local market, the right ones that can actually afford your service so you can build your brand at the same time while getting more customers and having a system that compounds over time. So I look forward to seeing you in my program.